Good evening, YouTube community. This is Rodney with GearCore EDC with today's carry, yet another Twosun. This is the Twosun TS127, 127, done in orange G10 and a carbon fiber in the bolster area. This is a rather large knife. And one thing I like about this particular specimen is that the liners and backspacer and milled clip are all titanium. So it definitely lessens the weight. The blade material itself, while nice and snappy as it is a 12C27. You can see right there. And this is another Wong design. This blade shape is, I'm pretty sure, identical to that of the TS162. It's a full flat grind all the way up to the portion here where the blade meets the bolster pivot area. It's very pointy and very sharp. It has a nice built-in lanyard option. And the milled clip, the ramps on it, work very well in and out of pocket. It is a tad shallow, but still works very well. I like it more than some of their clip offerings. It's not the best, but it is very workable. I'm not real keen on the orange, so I was thinking about in the future getting some red synthetic dye and doing a red dye job on this one. I usually go dark blue or black, and I'm thinking red might look good on this one. Plus it would just cover that orange up a lot easier versus trying to go solid black. Just a thought process. On this titanium liner here, you can see that this has a hardened insert in there because the liners are titanium. So that's keeping with the strength of the insert on the engagement with the blade tang there, that you don't have premature lock rock or blade play. There is no lock stick on this. It's very fluid, very snappy. There is no lock rock at all, and it has the ground detent ramp to assist with the closing of the knife. The junction between the G10 and the carbon fiber is pretty much seamless. I have not took this knife apart to see if they're in separate pieces. It will be disassembled when I get ready to do the dye job sooner or later, and I will be sure to film a video of that process. Today's video is just like the regular ones. It's today's carry. To give you a weight of this knife, we're looking at 132.8 grams, which is not much, or 4.68 ounces. For a rather large knife, that comes in at roughly right at 5 inches overall, and a blade length cutting edge of just over 3 3/4, about 3 13/16, 812 thou, and probably just shy of 4 inches, about 3 7/8 of blade length. To give you an idea of the size of this knife, I have the Ontario Rat 1 and the Ontario Rat 2. It's hard to see, so you can get a picture in the mindset, because depending on how you place the knives, one looks a lot bigger than the other. But it's very comparable, almost identical size-wise to the Rat 1. And to compare, one more comparison that I have on the table is the Manix 2. You can see that the TS127 has a much larger blade than the Manix 2. Frame length is a little bit longer, but comparatively the Twosun is larger altogether, but not quite as tall. The Rat 1 is a very comparable knife, even though the one major difference between these two is the thicknesses, as in the Rat 1 is a 500 thou, and of course Twosun models, they fail on their G10s, but I still like them. But their G10 models are usually rather thick, almost 200 thousandths thicker in the pocket. So it definitely takes up some pocket space in relation to each other. But that's today's carry. The wonderful, beautiful Twosun with blade centering right down the middle. Nice jimping on the blade. Nice jimping on the thumb stud, the flipper. Not the thumb stud, the thumb flipper. Finger flipper, light switch. Let me get my words straight here, guys. Forgive me. I don't do any editing, so laugh and be merry with me. I love the blade shape on this one. I think I like the 162 in hand more. But I really, really, really like this one also. Of course, I like all the Twosuns. Just a great execution of a knife. Has a sharpening choil built into it. And again, you have a slight cutaway that allows your finger to engage the frame lock and close. A nice lanyard option. And you can see how the back spacer, the milled titanium spacer, has a fairly coarse jimping, and then on the end it goes to more of a fine pitch jimping. Blade to handle ratio, you can see it comes all the way to the end. You can see that right there. Nicely done. So in my eyes, the Twosun TS127 is a keeper. Not all Twosuns are keepers. Not all knives are keepers either. We all know that, don't we? We're all in search for the perfect knife. Some of us have it worse than others, or better, depending on how you look at it. But anyway, thanks for watching. If you're not a subscriber, please subscribe. Please hit that like button if you like. Please leave a comment. I look forward to talking back with you. And I hope y'all have a great, blessed day. This is Rodney with Garrecore EDC. And stay tuned within the next month or less. I'm pretty sure I'm going to change my channel name. I think I have something in mind. I have 2 or 3 things in mind, but one is edging its way to the top. It'll go along with a couple other things that I'm wanting and trying to do. So stay tuned. Also, I think I'm just over 260 subscribers. If I can work a few things out like I want to do, I will be doing a 350 subscriber giveaway. So not quite 100 more subs. So all y'all, tell everybody about me. If you get a chance, share me or tell people about my channel. I really appreciate it. And I'll do what I can do to build my channel with continued good content that I hope y'all enjoy. This is Rodney with Garrecore EDC. And remember, stay sharp. Bye now.